For 3 years, I watched someone else take credit for everything I built, every product, every system, every late night, all of it, walking into boardrooms wearing his name. I didn't explode. I didn't quit. I waited. And then I sent one email, a single, carefully written email to exactly the right people, and everything unraveled within 48 hours. But to understand what that email did, you need to understand what 3 years of invisible work actually looks like inside a tech company. I joined Novosphere Technologies in 2019 as a software developer, mid-size company, Seattle, cloud-based logistics software. The kind of place that moved fast and promoted faster if you had the right person vouching for you. My manager was a man I'll call Derek Shaw, early 40s, sharp dresser, the kind of person who could walk into any room and immediately make it feel like his room. Leadership loved him. The team feared him quietly. Derek had a gift. He could take complex technical work code, architecture, system design, product frameworks, and translate it into language that executives understood. The problem was that the work he was translating was never his. It started small. He'd present my sprint updates in leadership meetings as our team's progress, with no individual attribution. I told myself that was just standard management language. Then it got specific. A data pipeline system I built over 6 weeks. He presented it to the CTO as something he had designed and overseen. I was not mentioned, not once. I raised it with him privately. He smiled and said, "That's how visibility works at this level. I present, you build. That's the deal." He said it like he was doing me a favor. So I made a decision that day. I would keep building, but I would also keep records. Every commit, every design doc, every Slack message where I originated an idea. I documented everything quietly, consistently for 3 years. By 2022, Derek Shaw had been promoted twice. Senior Engineering Manager, then Director of Product Development. Each promotion built on work I had produced, each title earned with someone else's code. And I was still a mid-level developer, same desk, same salary band, great feedback on every review, but somehow never quite ready for the next level. The breaking point came in October 2022. Novosphere was pitching a major enterprise client a $4.7 million annual contract. The pitch centerpiece was a real-time data orchestration system I had spent 4 months building alone. Derek presented it to the client and the executive team as his flagship architecture project. He used technical language he had copied directly from my internal documentation, word for word. He hadn't changed a single term. The client signed. The company celebrated. Derek received a bonus and a personal commendation from the CEO in the all-hands meeting. I received a gift card for $50 and a great team effort mention in a group email. That night I sat at my kitchen table for a long time. I opened my evidence folder. 3 years of documentation, hundreds of files. And I made a decision, not out of anger, but out of absolute clarity. I was going to send an email. But not a complaint, not a plea, a presentation, clean, factual, and completely undeniable. I spent 2 weeks building it. A 12-page document mapping every major technical deliverable from the past 3 years with original authorship evidence attached, Git commit logs, design documents with my name and timestamps, Slack threads showing idea origination. Internal emails where Derek had asked me to build things he later presented as his own. I cross-referenced every deliverable against Derek's promotion, justifications which were public documents inside the company's HR portal. The overlap was not subtle, it was total. Then I chose my recipients carefully. Not HR, not Derek's manager. I sent it directly to the CTO, the Chief People Officer, and the CEO with the subject line, Attribution Concerns, 3 years of technical deliverables, documentation attached. I sent it on a Tuesday morning at 9:03 a.m. Then I closed my laptop, made coffee, and waited. By 11:15 a.m., my calendar had 3 new meeting requests, all from senior leadership, all marked urgent. What I didn't know, and only found out later, was that my email had not stayed in those 3 inboxes. The CTO had forwarded it to the entire senior leadership team within 20 minutes of receiving it. By noon, it had reached 14 executives. By 3 p.m. it was the only thing anyone in leadership was talking about. Derek Shaw was called into a meeting with the Chief People Officer at 2,000 p.m. that same day. I know this because 3 separate colleagues texted me about it. Nobody knew exactly what was said in that room, but everyone saw his face when he came out. He walked past my desk without looking at me. That was the moment I knew. The formal investigation took 11 days. HR interviewed 17 employees. 6 of them came forward with their own accounts of Derek taking credit for their work. People who had stayed quiet for years because they didn't think anyone would listen. My 12 pages had cracked something open, and once it opened, it didn't close. On day 12, Derek Shaw was placed on administrative leave. His access badge stopped working at 8 a.m. His Slack status never came back online. By the end of the month, he was gone. No announcement, no farewell, no LinkedIn post. The company issued a formal internal statement acknowledging significant attribution failures in the product development team. It was careful corporate language, but everyone knew exactly what it meant. 6 weeks later, I was offered a senior engineering role, 2 levels above my previous position. New title, new salary. And for the first time in 3 years, my name on the work I actually did. I think about that Tuesday morning sometimes, 9,003 a.m. 1 email, 12 pages, 3 years of quiet, consistent documentation finally doing exactly what I had built it to do. Here is what I learned. Anger is loud, but it is weak. Evidence is quiet, but it is permanent. Derek Shaw spent 3 years believing that the person doing the work would never be able to prove it. He forgot that every system leaves a trace. Every commit has an author. Every timestamp tells the truth. Document everything, not someday, from day one, because you never know which day will be the day you need it. And if you're sitting somewhere right now watching someone take credit for what you built, know this. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to make a scene. You just need 1 email sent to the right people at the right time with the right proof attached. The question I want to leave you with is this. Somewhere in your company right now there is a Derek Shaw. He is in a meeting. He is presenting someone else's work. He is completely convinced he is untouchable. What he doesn't know is that someone is already building the folder.